first episode of Drivoholics. I'm Anton.
And I'm Marlon. Welcome. Drivoholics is a channel showcasing the best backcountry roads Australia has to offer. And I'm today in the middle of nowhere wearing shorts when it's 7 degrees outside, and he thinks he's Scottish.
That's right, I have my aspirations. Today we're starting off easy. We're in a town called Forrest, southwestern Victoria, and we'll be taking a scenic route towards the Great Ocean Road and finishing up at Marriner's Lookout, right next to Apollo Bay.
That's right. 2 cars, 2 friends, the best roads we could find. Enjoy.
That's right, let's go.
We're starting off the journey from West Barwon Reservoir, which is just outside of the Forrest village centre. Forrest is located about 160 kilometres or 2 hours from Melbourne. We'll then be taking the twisty and fun roads to the Californian Redwoods, located approximately 40 kilometres from Forrest itself, and then visit Hopeton Falls, which is just around the corner. Then we'll continue to make our way down to the coastline, following Skeens Road for another 40 kilometres, about an hour's drive, and arrive at Marriner's Lookout.
Before we start driving, we like to show our cars. So this is mine in particular. It's a Audi S3 sedan version, 2017, Navara blue. It's like a dark blue with a purpley tinge to it. Looks nice and different under different lighting. Comes with 19-inch alloys, 4-cylinder engine, dual clutch, 7-speed. Does 0 to 100 k's in 4.8 seconds, and people have found it to go a lot faster than what Audi usually quotes, so that's good. And yeah, so there you go, that's my car.
Well, Marlon has spoken about his car, so now it's my turn. This is in fact mine, and as an eagle-eyed viewer would have spotted, it's another S3. We do in fact have 2, by a pure coincidence. Mine is quite a bit newer though, it's 2 years younger. It was built in 2019. It's of course a hatch as well, and it's Vegas yellow. It is super bright. I love the color.
High vis, good for a traffic cone.
Well, if it's good for Pikachu, it's good for me. I think it works really well with the car. It works really well with the black optics pack as well. Works really well with the black sunroof. It brightens up the car park and the road, because there are so many great cars on the road today. I don't understand why. What else? I did also get the Matrix LED lights on the front, so you get dynamic turn signals front and back. I think it looks really good, and it's a lot of fun to drive. So before we set off for the drive, there are a few things that I like to do, whether you like them or not. I'm going to start up the car. One of those things is traction control. It depends how you feel about it. I'm going to go ahead and turn it fully off. This car has four-wheel drive. I've never really felt like it struggles for traction, whether it's wet or dry. So I kind of like to keep it off. It does feel a little less restricted and more enjoyable somehow. The second part is the drive select. So being an Audi, you can select a couple of driving options. I'm going to go ahead and put it in individual. That basically sets everything up in dynamic mode except for the suspension, which I keep in comfort all the time. This car has the dynamic suspension option on it, but I think the stiff setting doesn't really work with most of the Australian roads. It's just too stiff. Comfort seems to do just fine, and the feel of the car, I can't say that it's very optimized. It works for me. So let's get it on. Seat warmer is good too. It is pretty cold, showing 6 degrees. We didn't really get a chance to say a few things about Forrest. It is a really nice town. Its primary industry used to be logging in the day, but after that died out, it became something of a mountain biking adventure hub. It has, I think, some of the best mountain biking in, well, I wouldn't say Australia, but in Victoria, I think for sure. I've been here quite a few times. There are 15 single tracks totaling I think over 65 kilometers. Really well maintained trails, something for every skill level. The trailhead is probably a couple of kilometers from the city center. In terms of the actual town, there's just about anything you need. The heart of it is probably the microbrewery. So the Forrest Brewing Company make some really good beers if you're into that sort of thing. Once again, I've been there a few times, bought their beer. It's interesting, but it's great. There are a few places to have food, there are a few places to stay. I think it is really becoming something of a hiker, mountain biker, adventure hub. Really fun place to visit if you're in the area. We'll probably have a chat about the Otway ranges in general a bit further on as we continue our way down to the Great Ocean Road. Oh, something's sliding, I fear that's my camera. Kind of upset about the weather. The forecast was 20% chance of rain in the morning, but it's just been drizzling non-stop. Washed the car last night, it was nice and shiny, and now it's just...
Alright, welcome to my car. We're on the way to Hopeton Falls, which is about an hour and a half away from Forrest, from where we are now. So there's a nice waterfall. On the way to Hopeton Falls, there's a place called Redwood Forest. Nice place to stop and take photos, have a picnic with your family and friends. So yeah, on the way to Hopeton Falls now. Enjoy the drive. We'll talk more once we get there. See ya.
Where are we going? Oh my god. So here's a pointer. If you're heading to Hopeton Falls, do not drive a sports car. Or if you are, don't wash it the night before. Oh, the car is shifting from place to place as well. Not cool. Very uncool. In fact, not just uncool, just extremely uncool. Whoa! We're gonna go right. And not really. Really? I really having to work here. This is super cool. Marlon, what is it called? The Californian Redwood Forest. Oh, there are some ridiculously tall trees. I think they get up to as high as 60 meters, right?
Sorry?
They get up to 60 meters in height. I think they were planted in the 1930s, yeah?
Yeah. What are you doing, man?
I am literally filming. And this is going in, because this is good stuff. This is superb.
Did tell you.
Yeah, just remember that these are called sequoia trees, or Californian redwood. Definitely a very, very cool place. It is a very concentrated patch though. They seem to be just here. We can spy Marlon doing the time lapse. Marlon?
Yeah.
How does this place make you feel?
Small.
That's very deep. Why would people come here, besides feeling small?
Don't know.
We're not doing any more takes, this is it.
That's fine. Alright, so we finally arrived at Hopeton Falls. We've been to the Redwood Forest. We just pulled up at the car park. Just wanted to stop and show you how clean our cars is.
Well,
Cars
clean.
are.
How disgusting they look after that horrendous drive down the muddy road. How clean they were in the morning. I think it's more visible on yours because it's a darker color.
No, I think it's the same amount of rubbish.
I think yours is worse.
We're at Hopeton Falls now, which is 300 meters above sea level and about 10 minutes drive from the Redwood Forest we were at before. It took us about 5 to 8 minutes to walk down the stairs, which meanders through the dense fern tree forest. The walk is considered moderate, so most of the work is done when you're coming up, so make sure you take care of yourself when you're coming up.
Well, that's Hopeton Falls done. A nice 200 stairs down and, well, back up again. We're just getting ready to move on. Next step is probably Marriner's Lookout, about a 40-minute drive away.
Turning right from Turton's Track, the road to Hopeton Falls, you end up here, the fantastic C119 Skins Creek Road. From this point, it's about 20 kilometers to Apollo Bay, which may not seem like much, but these kilometers are truly great, and for me, the highlight of this trip. First you climb a little through lush, superbly green and dense rainforest, and as you reach the top of the climb, you get to see beautiful but slightly unsettling drops to the valleys below, and snippets of the ocean on the horizon. There are a couple of spots on the way as well to stop in and take in the views. Continue on, and you'll be treated to a superb, sharp, tight and technical descent to the Great Ocean Road intersection. Overall, this part of the road is one of my favorites. It's a combination of fast straights, flowing corners, and a few hairpins that will keep you engaged and on edge. To make it even better, the tarmac is smooth and traffic is scarce.
Well, we left Hopeton Falls.
Yep.
And
On the way to Marriner's Lookout.
that's right.
And
Stopped to let some people through because we're nice people as well.
yep.
And there's a really nice view, good lookout point. Nice panorama. Whoa! Marlon, it's a chase cam. Wait up. The screen is up. The screen is up. Ah! Still comfort mode. Disaster. Dynamic, that would do. Alright, that's okay. Great views. And it's raining again. Well, just arrived at Marriner's Lookout, and as pretty much the theme for today, it's raining. At this stage, I'm not sure how much we'll be able to film here. Oh, well, Marlon.
We've reached the final stop for today's episode, Mariner's Lookout.
That's right. About 200 meters above sea level, about a 10-minute walk from the car park. Totally worth it. About a 5-minute drive from Apollo Bay, which is just down there. What else? It's a good place.
Oh, it's a good place for stargazing at night. Maybe
Not now.
it's best around summer, clear skies, best place to be. Also, if you get lucky, hang gliders use this place to launch off. So, probably in summer, if you get lucky, you can catch a glimpse.
That's right. When we have been here during summer night, you can get a nice view of the entire Milky Way rotating just above the sea, if you time it right. So,
That's right.
Very good. Overall, I guess this was our first episode ever. So if you've got any comments, positive, negative, or anything really, please feel free to comment. Constructive feedback is awesome, and we want to continue. If you like the video, like it, subscribe it. We are also on Instagram.
That's right, at Drivoholics. Make sure to follow us, and if you like any of our posts, put a thumbs up.
That's right, even if you don't like them, still like them. Beyond that, I guess about today's roads, I think the Otways is probably one of the best places in Victoria to go for a drive.
Especially around through the rainforests, and some of the sections we've shown are really good.
I think so. The surface is not bad. There aren't many people, especially in the mornings and the evenings. And if you fancy a good drive, then this is a place to come to. With that, back to the studio. Yes!
We just say thank you for watching.
And thank you for watching.
And then we do the outros.
Well, here we are in the office, so to speak. Should be instantly familiar, I think, to anyone who has been in an A3 Audi in the last 5-7 years. I've got a few cool things, I think. Got the red highlights on... This is unbelievable.